from 9/11. Towers crashing down, FBI, CIA hunting underground. Fear became law, patriarchs on the scene. Bin Laden, Al-Qaeda, war on the screen. Bombs in Afghanistan, drones in the sky. Taliban resisting, civilians die. Justice was promised but turned to lament. Thousands of innocents paying the event. Then came Iraq, Saddam in the frame. Weapons of mass destruction, a fabricated claim. Bush and Blair smiling, oil in the plan. While the truth got buried in blood stained the sand. ISIS rising, born from the void. Caliphate declared, humanity destroyed. Troops pulled out, but the fire remained. A cycle of terror, forever sustained.
This is the terror they made us believe. Chains of lies we can't retrieve. Screaming voices lost in the night. Truth is buried, but we still fight.
Back to Afghanistan, 20 years lost. Broken promises, freedom's cause, chaotic withdrawal, helicopters in flight. Taliban returning, reclaiming the night. Families shattered, soldiers betrayed. Heroes forgotten, graves never paid. Generals claim victory, live on TV, but the truth kept bleeding when no one could see. In Gaza Strip, bombs like the sky. Hamas and Hezbollah, ready to defy. Israel and Mossad playing ruthless games. Each side pointing fingers, fueling the flames. Children in rubble, blood on the street. Justice denied, peace in defeat. The farce of freedom, masked in despair. While power's profit, they don't care.
This is the terror they made us believe. Chains of lies we can't retrieve. Screaming voices lost in the night. Truth is buried, but we still fight.
Vietnam jungle, America bled. Viet Cong shadows, thousands dead. Napalm fire couldn't break their will. Superpower pride swallowed the kill. It wasn't freedom, it wasn't gain. Just broken soldiers carrying the pain. Helicopters fleeing, Saigon in flames. Another empire lost in shame. Then the Soviets marched to Afghan land. Thought the Red Army had the upper hand, but the Mujahideen struck from the hills. Bleeding Moscow with guerrilla kills. Like Washington's fall, they faced defeat. Another graveyard where empires retreat. Cold War giants both learned the cost in foreign sands. Superpowers lost.
This is the terror they made us believe. Chains of lies we can't retrieve. Screaming voices lost in the night. Truth is buried, but we still
It started in the arcade, pixel wars ignite. Pong on the screen, first shot in the fight. From 8-bit dreams to consoles on the stage, Nintendo came swinging, Sega full of rage. Controllers in hand, kids losing their sleep. History was written in buttons they keep. Mario jumping high, Sonic running fast. Mascots clashing hard, who's gonna last? Cartridges blowing, save slots tight. Every new console, another late night fight. From Genesis to SNES, rivalry so cold. Millions of copies, pure platinum gold. Heavy drums, arcade sound effects, scratch DJ. Heavy drums, arcade sound effects, scratch DJ. Sony stepped in with a disc in the tray. PlayStation shook the game in a whole new way. Crash Bandicoot Wild, Final Fantasy Tears, Gran Turismo speeding through the game of years. Market exploded, CDs on fire. The 90s were ruled by console desire. But Microsoft rolled up, green light on the box. Halo soldiers drop, busting through the locks. Xbox Live Online, shooters got real. Headsets screaming rage, gamers made the deal. PC in the corner, mods on the rise. Counter-Strike legends with fire in their eyes. Heavy drums, arcade sound effects, scratch DJ loop. Heavy drums, arcade sound effects, scratch DJ loop. Switch flips modes, handheld and TV. Nintendo strikes back with a family spree. PlayStation still kings, God of War divine. While Xbox fights hard with Game Pass online. Digital wars, now no discs in the fight. Streaming the future, downloads at night. Top sellers shining, Tetris, GTA, Minecraft, block stacking, kids still play. FIFA and Call of Duty, billions in the bank. Legends of gaming, give the industry thanks. From arcades to VR, the journey insane. Video games eternal, wired in the brain. Heavy drums, arcade sound effects, scratch DJ.
Underground rage, new sound was born. Guitars with distortion, rap lyrics torn. Chains, baggy pants, anger on the mic. Hybrid in the G-Raw, ready to strike. Corn, scream, Linkin Park's pain collide. Limp Bizkit breaking stuff, no rules to hide. Metal with hip-hop, rebellion so loud. Voices of misfits, rising from the crowd. Scream with me, break these chains tonight. In the chaos we find the light. Voices rising, we won't be denied. Riffs in the night, Slipknot, mass fury, chaos in sight. Chester's voice bleeding, Shinoda's flow tight. T-1000's explosion, fire ignite. MTV showed the chaos, teens lost control. Headbanging fury, music killed the soul. Rage in the suburbs, screams in the hall. New metal's anthem, a voice for us all. Scream with me, break these chains tonight. In the chaos we find the light. Voices rising, we won't be denied. But loved on the street, a fusion of scars, of pain in the beat. From tattoos to stages, the message was clear. We owned our rage, no silence, no fear. It wasn't just music, it was a war cry. Broken generation, learning to fly. New metal forever, burned in the vein. A soundtrack of chaos, a power of pain. Screaming with me, break these chains tonight. In the chaos we find the light. Voices rising, we won't be denied. No matter, move that forever, we're alive inside. With me, break these chains tonight. In the chaos we find the light. Voices rising, we won't be denied. No matter, forever, we're alive inside. They preach peace while loading guns behind the scenes. Prophets on screens, selling lies to the teens. Politics and pulpits, same dirty deal. Every speech rehearsed to make chaos feel real. They own the show from the booth to the stage, fooling the world while they turn the page. Faith is the weapon, flags are the chains. Blood on the turf while they profit from pain. They feed the hate through the game and the gold. Divide the nations, corrupt every soul. While Satan smiles, the system expands. A handshake of demons wearing human hands.
False peace in disguise. The serpent still lies. They preach the light but they sell the fire. Every word fuels their empire.
They got religion on a payroll, truth in chains. Every sermon twisted, heaven in flames. Gold on the altar, blood in the streets. They praise the beast while the choir repeats. Entertainment blinds, the crowd screams loud. Score another goal, the system's proud. Politicians kneel where devils dine, turning souls to numbers, crossing the line. From Rome to Wall Street, the script's the same. They crucify truth and wash the blame. They rewrite history with holy ink, while angels cry and the righteous sink.
False peace in disguise. The serpent still lies. They preach the light but they sell the fire. Every word fuels their empire.
Satan don't roar, he whispers calm, promising safety while loading the bomb. He hides in fame, in gold and praise, smiling wide as the world decays. They call it love, but it's chains in the skies. A kingdom of smoke, built on the lies. But Christ never sold a stage or a brand. He washed the feet, not ruled the land. He broke the walls that Satan built. He healed the hearts drowning in guilt. While the world bows to the God of greed, the truth still bleeds for those who believe.
False peace in disguise. Ooh. The serpent still lies. Ooh. But the light of Christ will never fade. Through every war, His truth remains. They sell the fear, but He breaks the chains. The kingdom of love is what sustains. Sing, 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 sing. The kingdom of love is what sustains. Sing, 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 sing.
In the beginning, creation shined with endless light, but Eve's deception opened darkness to the night. Semyaza and Azazel, rebellion they descend, corrupted all the earth, made the holy bend. From the book of Enoch, the fall is told, fallen angels teaching weapons, secrets sold. Humanity enslaved in pacts without release, from Eden to chaos, from sin to disease. Then the flood came, waters covered all the land, God's justice drowning evil by His hand. But the dragon rises, chasing after the bride, carrying the promise, the Messiah to arrive. Crowns of empires rising, kingdoms to condemn. Babylon, Rome, they were ready then, but the light still shines through the darkest hour. Christ walks the earth, defeating evil's power.
We're the light against darkness, eternal war calls. Voices crying loud in the heavenly halls. Our chains are broken, Satan cast down. Good versus evil, the anthem resounds.
The beast emerges, 7 heads, 10 crowns. From the sea it rises, deception all around. False prophets calling with signs in the skies, marking all mankind with their twisted lies. The dragon roars, but the sword will ignite. Michael and his angels ready for the fight. 1,000 years in prison, chains will bind. Satan defeated, left powerless behind. The judgment comes, white thrones appear. Books are open, no escape is near. From dust of the earth to the final breath, all await in the balance of death. But the Lamb is reigning, eternal crown. From Revelation's fire, a new world comes down. New Jerusalem shines, descending in glory. The
final story.
Like a light against darkness, eternal war calls. Look at voices crying loud in the heavenly halls. As those chains are broken, Satan cast down. Good versus evil, the anthem resounds. Like a light against darkness, eternal war calls. Hear your voices crying loud in the heavenly halls. As those chains are broken, Satan cast down. Good versus evil, the anthem resounds. Light against darkness, eternal war calls. Voices rising high in the heavenly halls. Baited chains are broken, Satan cast down. Good versus evil, forever we stand. Light against darkness, eternal war. Voices rising high in the heavenly halls. Baited chains are broken, Satan cast down. Good versus evil, forever we
They build empires with public cash. Hide the truth behind corporate flash. State on pride, now hollow inside. Greed is the God they glorify. Contract signed with invisible ink. Another billion gone before you blink. They preach reform but fund the lie. While the people work, the rich just buy.
Executives laugh in the golden room. They call it growth, I call it doom. Shell companies, offshore gangs. Different faces but the same old names. Bonuses rise while system bleed. They water the rot, not the seed. When justice knocks, they act surprised. Another audit, another disguise.
$1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind the name, and we still pay the price today. $1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind the name, and we still pay the price today.
Petro giants, banks and steel. Money gone, but we foot the bill. Every scandal's wrapped in spin. They lose again, and we lose within. They promise audits, new reforms, but it's the same storm in different forms. While nations drown in public debt, they fly in private jets, no regret.
Kids in the street with nothing to eat, while CEOs toast their deceit. They call it management, I call it theft. Public trust drain, nothing left. From Brazil to DC walls, the same corruption still crawls. State names change, but truth remains. Power feeds on public veins.
$1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind the name, and we still pay the price today. $1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind the name, and we still pay the price today.
Expose the deals, burn the lies, tear down the masks, open the eyes. From oil to banks, the story's the same. Different logos, same old shame. The system rots, but the truth survives. We're done believing the televised. They took the gold, they sold the fake, but they can't erase what we create. $1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind a name, but truth will break their game one day.
$1 billion ghosts in the state, feeding off the people they betray. Power hides behind a name, and we still pay the price today.
straight. Power hides behind a name, and we still pay the price today.
I try so hard, but the walls won't break. Every step I climb feels like a mistake. Memories fade and the scars remain. Fighting through silence, drowning in pain.
Time keeps slipping, can't hold it tight. Shadows behind me, consuming the light. I built these dreams, they fall apart. Ashes and echoes burn through my heart. In the silence I'm breaking. In the fire I'm fading. All the pieces I defend, fear they crumble in the end.
The harder I push, the more I lose. No voice left, no strength to use. Promises broken, I can't pretend. Everything I fight for just slips again. Caught in the cycle, round and round. Searching for hope, but it can't be found. Through every battle, the truth is clear. The end is closer with every tear.
In the silence I'm breaking. In the fire I'm fading. All the pieces I defend, then they crumble in the end.
Hold me now,
Before I fall,
hear my voice.
my final call.
Through the chaos,
Through the pain,
we all fade in the
in the silence I'm breaking. In the fire I'm fading. All the pieces I defend, then they crumble in the
Yo, power moves in the shadows of greed. Politicians preach while they watch us bleed. Money in the veins of the state, that's the drug. Lobbyists kissing hands, everybody smug. Cosa Nostra roots, cartel in the sun. They all got blood on the bills they run. Smile for the camera, champagne and glass, while they bury truth under mountains of cash. Yakuza in the game, and Dranka this cold. Kimura run streets, every corner they load. Triads in Hong Kong, deals in the mist. Corruption's a god, and greed's the priest. From Moscow wires to Rio sand, they buy the law with a dirty hand. Selling peace, but it's just a war, and every death makes them rich some more.
Shadows of power, built on pain. Truth fades away again and again. World on fire, chains remain. In the silence they pray, but the truth fades away. Shadows of power, built on pain. The world's on fire, it's all the same. Can we wait before it's too late, or are we chained to the fate we create?
ISIS funded through offshore deals. Hezbollah arms with the cash they steal. CIA shadows, Mossad ties. Trading lives under covered skies. They say it's justice, they say it's peace, but it's just control and the hate they lease. Media spins while a crowd just cheers. Truth gets silenced, erased for years. Private jets move,
through a bloodstained sky. Rich men talk while the poor still die. Camorra triads, mafias unite, different flags, same appetite. Freedom's a product, war's the brand. They sell control with a shaking hand. History loops with the same old play. Empires fall, but the cost we pay.
Shadows of power, built on pain. The truth fades away again and again. World on fire, chains remain. In the silence they pray, but the truth fades away. Shadows of power, built on pain. The world's on fire, it's all the same. Can we wait before it's too late? Or are we chained to the fate we create?
From Wall Street towers to Vatican walls, they hide the crimes where the spotlight falls. KGB ghosts, CIA lies, feeding flames under friendly ties. They paint their sins with holy words, control the herd, it's so absurd. Every saint's got a mask to wear, and the guilty breathe clean, billionaire air. The devil ain't red, he's in tailored suits, talking about peace while he loads recruits. Empires rise, empires fade, but corruption's crown never decayed. We scream for change, they sell control when the music. When the music.
Whistles blow, but the game ain't fair. Money in the pocket, truth and despair behind the banners. A silent scheme, corruption's anthem. Shattering the dream via eye, blinking lies. Fans hypnotized. The king sport died, but it's televised. Judges whisper, suits make the call. Cash on the table, the empire won't fall. From Brazil to Europe, it's all the same. Different shirts, but the same old game. Ref sells the soul for a weekend flight, and justice sleeps under neon light.
It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption holds. It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption calls.
No, Juiz Vendido, scripts on repeat. Calls decided before they compete. Cartel is blind, feeding the beast while players bleed. They toast and feast. Every penalty's playing like a scene. A play of greed on the giant screen. Favela's green, but the sky's gray. Kids play ball while the lords play pay. Trophies curse, fame's for sale. Justice lost beneath the veil. They fix results while we chant the name, but we're the victims in this dirty game.
It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption gold. It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption gold.
TV shows the goals, but hides the sin. A global circus where no one wins. FIFA smiles, pockets grow wide, but the poor still pay for their pride. Legends fade, truth denied. Another scandal, another bribe. So like the pitch, expose the lie, break the chain, don't let it die. From Sao Paulo streets to Wembley walls, fans unite as the curtain falls. The whistle echoes, truth recalls. The crowd still sings, but justice stalls.
It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption goes. It's not a game, it's control. They sold us all for gold. Flags rise, but true falls. Behind the cheers, corruption goes.
Back
Back in the 90s, cartridges in the night. Konami dropped says graphics so tight. Commentary screaming, goal in the air. Kids in the living room, no worries, no care. EA came strong with FIFA in 94. Licenses growing, they opened the door. Pixelated pictures, the rivalry born. Two giants of football, a legend was formed. Winning 11 rides in Japan to the world. Arcades and PlayStation, stories unrolled. Pests on the block, pure skill, no cheat. Adriano 99, defenders in defeat. EA kept climbing with faces and names. Real kid stadiums, branding in flames. Every kid in the school had to pick a side. Controllers in hand, pride worldwide.
The two rivals clashing under floodlight skies. The decades of battles, the fire never dies. From pixels to next gen, the passion remains. In every controller, it runs through our veins.
Explosion, forums on fire. Past with the gameplay, fans all desired. FIFA slow rise, but money in the game. Ultimate team launch, chasing the fame. Konami stayed stubborn, licenses few, but the magic of dribbling still felt so true. Gamers divided, the war never done. Different visions of football is one. Next gen arrives, 360, PS3. EA takes the crown, selling globally. Konami fights back, patches from fans, mods and updates spreading through hands. The mainstream throne with billions of coins, but underground spirit still joins. One had the soul, the other the fame. Both caught forever in the football game.
The two rivals clashing under floodlight skies. New decades of battles, the fire never dies. From pixels to next gen, the passion remains. In every controller, it runs through our
veins. No shift in the digital age. FIFA on YouTube, streamers the rage. Ultimate team packs, pay to play, but fans still grinding every day. Konami rebranded, eFootball call. A stumble, a struggle, rise or fall. The memes went viral, glitches in frame, but still the legacy carried the name. PA's 5 drops, graphics insane. Stadium lights, sweat in the rain. EA's monopoly, hard to break, but the dream of past won't fade, won't shake. From Izzet's roots to the future unknown. Two giant football carved in stone. Players remember, no matter who wins, football spirit still lives within.
Two rivals clashing under floodlight skies. You decades of battles, the fire never dies. From pixels to next gen, the passion remains. In every controller, it runs through our veins.
From cartridges to discs, from patches to streams, the rivalry eternal, forever in our dreams.
two